Pastor Bart, I want to be very respectful of your time, but I just wanted to share our journey to Pavilion. Todd and I, and if I had a video, it would look something like a chuck wagon herding cattle from Texas to Kentucky, but I don't have a video. You'll just have to take my word for it. But Todd and I, for the first time in our married life, found at Pavilion pastors. We never had pastors. And why? Because we shared your seats as worship pastors and education pastors. Our children were raised with no pastors because we sat in that seat and we were paid ministers of the church. And I remember the first church very early on here in Kentucky. I sat in a deacons meeting after the church voted us in. And these were the words to us. The church is now investing in you, and we are looking for a return on our investment. As a family. So my children were expected to be pastors on their level to children their age. And so after about 20 so years of that life, we retired. And I remember telling Todd, I'm done. I'm not singing anymore. I'm not playing anymore. I'm not conducting any more choirs. I'm done. This music inside of me has created a great supplemental income for our family. But I'm done. And so we spent all of our retirement quickly to break away from the denomination. And we would sit for about 11, 12, 13 years, turning down countless opportunities, getting so used to saying no, being pursued so strongly to join this church and that church and that church that we said no. And finally, it came to a point where we just said, maybe we should do something. And so we went into hiding, and we came to Nashville and found Pavilion. They certainly don't need any more musicians. They don't need anybody that is a security guy or takes pictures or can run a sound. So we could sit and we could hide. We don't have pastors like that. We have pastors that let us sit for a little bit. And they are pastors. We didn't come here looking for pastors. We came here just to say, we've got a church we go to. Thank you, though. But we have found so much more. Why do we call you pastors? You know, I believe that's a ministry that is being lost. We have so many great preachers, and you guys are great preachers. But we sit in a place of pastors. And I love the way Jeremiah puts it. He says, they are the shepherd that feed the flock with truth and with knowledge. We have seen you do that in our own personal lives, guys. Pastor Bart, you step out of Nashville, you end up in the middle of a motorcycle community at a funeral full of leathers and loud pipes. Why? Because you had two out of all of this that were hurting. And you sat there all day. Pastor Sonia, I've seen you reach out and correct behaviors within our worship team and within our women and even men. Why? Not because you're interested in discipline. You leave that to the Lord. But you correct because you want us living in who we fully are in Christ. And you care. You care and you love. But the most important reason we call you pastors is because you find that discernment that gives you compassion to stand in awe of what we carry. And instead of judgment of how we carry it. that creates an extremely healthy environment. Thank you. Thank you for doing that, because in creating a healthy environment, guess what you're doing? You're feeding other pastors. And in the hopes and prayers that we can rise up and pastor your family when you need it, that we can be with each other. These are anointed, appointed individuals who are aligned with the vision that God gave them. And Todd and I are here to say, we're here with you. We support you. We walk with you in accomplishing that vision. We understand and we receive your love. And because of that, I stand before you this morning, the first time in my life ever, in my entire life, being grateful for the gift of music. I don't know what God's going to do with that, but I do know this. They, as our pastors, have given us the freedom to discover and explore. Thank you. We love you guys so very much.